Hello y'all, this is Willie Bill. Thanks for tuning in. Today what I've got for you is outdoor review of the Surly press valve tube. Now this might seem like an odd thing to review on an outdoor show, but this tube is the type of thing that enables some of us to access the outdoors. So this tube specifically is used on a bicycle that I like to ride to go explore. This bicycle is one that I would eventually like to be able to what they call backpack or camp off of, and this tube is an integral component to making that whole system work. That bicycle has a wheel size which is a little funny. It's a 29 plus is what they call it. And what that is a 29-inch diameter with a 3-inch wide tire. So this kind of like mini monster truck. And I like to ride that bike, and I put some bags on it and stuff, and then I can go explore, the outdoors, which is clearly one of my favorite places to be. So I don't know that one tube is significantly greater than another tube. In this situation, this Surly tube is the correct one for my tire. This company, Surly, has been around for a long time. They make some really cool stuff. They make some really great bicycles for specific applications, and they make some other that you can use for multiple different things. There was one, I think it was called Cross Check. I'm not sure if that bike's still around. But you could get that one frame and you could build it into 5 different things. I appreciate something like that. It's very practical. It's a steel frame, so if you're doing something like a long trip and you break it, there's a chance you can find someone to weld or fix that bicycle. So I'm a big fan of Surly. These guys make some really cool stuff. I don't really know how far a tube review can go, but we're going to try. This tube comes in a box. It is a cardboard box. It is not a great box. If you were to purchase a tube based on its packaging, this is probably not the one for you. Thing is, that's not why you purchase a tube. You purchase a tube to be able to save your ass. If you get a flat in the woods while you're riding your bike, you got no patch kit, or maybe you run. There's a thing now called tubeless. Which is less a tube, right? So it's like basic English language stuff. Tube is a tube. Tubeless is less a tube. So if this was a tube, tubeless would be that. You see, there's nothing. Tube, tubeless, and that's how that works. Wow, that's a crazy looking bee. You let that be, dog. There's a crazy looking bee. You let that be. I did not do that on purpose. The intent of these reviews is not humor. So please disregard my clever joke. Back to tube and tubeless. Tube. In this case, Surly tube, 29 by 2.5 to 3.0. I like to designate the specific range that this tube is supposed to operate in. If you have a tire, it's going to say on the tire what size tube, rather, it will say what size the tire is, and you can determine if it fits in the range of the tube that you are purchasing. There's some information on the back of the box here. More information than I feel like reading right now. I've changed enough of these. I think I'm familiar with them. It is made in China. I don't know if we have many options to make these things here anymore. So this is made in China. It is what it is. Okay, you open the shitty box, because it is Surly. I'm glad though that you're spending your time manufacturing a tube instead of putting a whole lot of energy into the box. We're okay with that. Here's your tube. This tube comes packaged with a little rubber band around it. That's nice. And then you can unroll it. As you can see, this is a pretty large tube. This is a big one. This is 29 plus. That's a big tube. And here's your valve. This valve is called press valve. I'm not sure the origin of that name, but if you're familiar with bicycles, you're either going to have a Schrader valve or a press valve. Schrader valve is the kind that you usually see on your car or on your motorcycle. The valve portion that moves is on the inside. This one's on the outside, and I'm really not sure of the benefit. It is what's on my bicycle, so this is the appropriate tube for that. Has another little locking threaded screw thing here. But yeah, you put your pump on here, you inflate it, and then you twist this piece, and that kind of locks the valve so that it ain't gonna let the air out while you're riding. Then you tighten that up, you put this cap on here, and that's a tube. So unless you're completely unfamiliar with how a tube works, I don't really know what else I can share here. Surly, love these guys. Bicycle tube, necessary component to ride your bicycle or get yourself out of a bind. This particular tube works great. That's really it. Bicycle tube. If you want me to review something else, or you want me to explain how something like this works better, leave some comments on there. Feel free to leave suggestions what else you'd like me to review. But for now, we're going to end it. This is a Surly bike tube. It's fine, like these guys, and the end. Get outside, do something, get some sun on your body, and be nice to people. Take care now. Man, I gotta fold this thing back up. Might not have been the greatest idea. Oh well.